a Power Queen battery. And I don't know if this is the mini or the maxi, but it looks like it's the mini to me, which is gonna be fantastic. Let's see what we get in the box. We have some manuals. Let's reach down in there. Oh. One more thing that we got was this package of post bolts, which we're gonna need if we wanna actually do anything with the battery. Got a nice carry handle, and this is indeed the Premium 2. And if you look on this side, it says it's the mini. And so 12.8 volts, 100 amp hours, and it is tall instead of wide. So I don't know, I wonder if it's the same cubic dimensions as the other battery. We'll have to get one out and measure that. What do we have for bolts? Oh, there's another piece in there. All right, we've got extra bolts, I like that. And we've got caps, and I like having caps. Let's get this opened up. Let's put the black one in place. And we have a little cover. I recommend keeping these covers on. It's gonna be very important one day when you drop something that connects the two posts together and you light your house on fire, that your buddy Tio told you to keep those caps on. It's one of those ounce of prevention things. Put the red cap on, and now we are good to go. Let's take a look at the owner's manual real quick. So plastic bag, owner's manual. And some of the things that would be very interesting to know in here is how many amps this can put out sustained. Like, is it only gonna put out 5 amps? Is it only gonna put out 10 amps? Rated capacity 100 amp hours, energy 1,280 watt hours. Battery management system board is 100 amp board. Maximum continuous charge current 100 amps. Maximum continuous discharge current 100 amps. And for up to 5 seconds, you can pull out 250 amps. So it's got kind of like an overload capable ability there. But what I wanted to know in that previous question was, can I pull 100 amps out of this thing directly? So this is a 100 amp hour battery, and I can pull 100 amps out. So I could use this entire battery up in 1 hour if I wanted to. I can do that kind of math on camera. Shows you how to do series connection, parallel connection. So if we put 4 of them together in series, you get 48 volts at 100 amps. And if you put 4 of them together in parallel, you get 12 volts at 400 amps. So this will last 4 times as long, and this will put out 4 times as much power if you do it in either of those two directions. And then it goes through the instructions of how to connect them. Yeah, this is actually a really well done manual. It's pretty lightweight, but it gives you just enough information to get the job done. And if you wanted to get some more information, then you could go get some more information. Nice quick package of what you can do and what you can't do. And then stickers. Excellent. I like stickers. This is my red Audio battery. I have been using this battery for a while. I already have my power pole connections on here for my radio station. But what I wanted to show you was the size difference. Like I said, there is definitely a size difference. I thought it was taller. It's actually not, maybe a 1/4 of an inch taller. That's fantastic. But let's do width here. This is 10, and this is kind of a normal size battery at 13. And then let's do depth. This is a little over 5, and this is almost 7. And then height is the same. So you're definitely getting some space savings, some more power density with the Power Queen Premium 2 Mini than you are over the Red Audio. Red Audio is a fantastic battery. There is a video up here where I did some work with this battery. Just wanted to show you the size difference. Testing the frequency, testing the frequency. We're at 11 watts out right now, which makes the amplifier blink. Kilo Mike 9 Golf, testing, testing. So we're peaking above 11, which is fine. Let's go down to 5. This amplifier doesn't like any more than 10 watts in. Kilo Mike 9 Golf, testing, testing. Okay, so we got about 10 watts on the peaks, even though the Radio is set for 5. Let's turn on the amplifier. KM9G, testing, testing, testing. And so we're up to 60 or 70 there. Kilo, Mike 9 Golf, testing. And the amplifier is telling the radio to give it more power, which is why we're going back up to 12. KM9G, KM9G, testing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, KM9G. It seems like everything is doing the thing it's supposed to do because the amplifier is telling the radio to give it more signal, the radio is giving more signal, and it's all based on voice stuff. All right, station's all set up. We are ready to go for Parks on the Air. It seems like the amplifier and the radio are talking very well to each other through the DE19. This is the Xiegu G90 and the Xiegu XPA 125B. And the Xiegu DE19, which is all new stuff. Well, the DE19 is new stuff, and I have not done this before. I have the DE19 plugged into the rear of the radio, not into the front of the control panel. So I'm going to try that real quick to see if that makes any difference. KM9G testing, KM9G testing. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so it looks like it is still doing the thing one way or the other, whether it's plugged into the front or plugged into the rear. If you guys have one of these things and you find a preference for one over the other, let me know in the comments down below. Right now, I'm not really seeing much of a difference. So let's get this park activated. This is Shades State Park in Indiana. I had to think of where I was because I wasn't here last week. We're gonna give this Power Queen 100 amp hour Premium 2 mini battery a test here. This is 1,280 watt hours out. I've got it fully charged. This should last us way more than we could handle, which is why I brought the G90 and the XPA 125B amplifier. I mean, if you're gonna do it with a 100 amp hour battery, you might as well do it with a 100 amp hour battery, right? CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the Air, CQ POTA, Kilo, Mike 9 Golf, KM9G, calling CQ Parks on the Air from Shade State Park in Indiana, QRZ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the Air, CQ POTA, Kilo, Mike 9 Golf from Shade State Park, K2267 in Indiana, Kilo, Mike 9 Golf, QRZ. That just winds up being a big mess of wires back there. All right, so today I've got the Gable tripod with the MFJ whip. This is the 17-foot whip, and I've got 4 10-meter radials coming off of it for no particular reason other than you need something to push against, and they are right on the ground. All right, that's park K2267 in the books. I did actually not know the park number when I got here. I just started calling CQ Parks on the Air, and the first person that came back to me, I asked them if they could help me out with the park number, and they said, "Thank you very much, 73." So they kind of dipped out. The second person was able to help me out. I got the park number, 2267, and got the thing activated. So 10 contacts in the log, lots of QSB. The bands were up and down a little bit, but we made it happen. And the amplifier, I think, helped out because 20 watts would have been hard under these conditions. So just the luck of the draw today that that's the radio and the amp and the battery that I brought. The Power Queen battery did a fantastic job. It is good for 100 amps out while it is working. So 100 amp hour battery at 100 amps out is 1 hour worth of activation. But we weren't doing 100 amp draw. I'd imagine we were doing probably 10. So a good 10 hours worth of work out of that battery would be expected. But, you know, that's how conditions work. It depends on how hard you are on the mic, what mode you're using. All kinds of factors go into it. So overpower means more time out. There is a video right up here I think you will enjoy next. There are links down in the description for all of the stuff that I used today in case you are wondering how to get your Parks on the Air started. And thanks for being awesome. I'll see you over there.